Okay, it's recording.
Now we're going?
Yeah,
okay.
we're good.
Okay. Alright, hello everybody. I'm going to show you how to set up arcade stick with My Little Pony Fighting His Magic. Now first of all, if you're going to be, we're going to use two arcade sticks today. They're both Mad Catz TEs. And basically, the first step is if you've never hooked up a Microsoft controller onto your Xbox, you're probably going to need a driver for it. So I went ahead and downloaded the driver. It's you get it right off the Microsoft website. It's like the Microsoft controller driver, and it comes in 32-bit, 64-bit, and depending on whatever OS you have. Now, fortunately for this laptop, it already has a driver, so I didn't have to worry about installing that. But if you connect your controller and it doesn't work, then that's where you need to go. All PS3 controllers should automatically do their thing, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyways, that's the first step. Now, when you run Fighting His Magic, you have it here on the desktop, right? Fighting Magic?
Yeah.
Okay, when you run Fighting His Magic, basically, you will notice right away that in the options menu, the directionals are grayed out. And for whatever reason, you cannot set those buttons. You can, however, set up your button inputs. You know, that's not a big deal. You know, but yeah, as far as directionals, you need a program that's called Xpadder that's going to allow you to map those to the keyboard instead, and I'll explain right now. Basically, Xpadder is a program that will allow you to use, I guess, controllers for applications that don't have a controller setup. So basically, if you use an emulator and it'll only be able to use a keyboard, well, you can use this as kind of like a false keyboard input. So I'll show right now. With Xpadder, this is also an application that you need to buy. There's some places you can get it for free. But you know, it's something that you need to buy, honestly. So good luck finding it. It's out there. Just look around for it. It's a great app. Anyways, to configure Xpadder, click on this little controller icon here, new, and it'll bring up this configuration screen. So what we're going to be setting up is our directionals. If you are doing something like an Xbox controller with thumbsticks, or your PS2 controller with thumbsticks, or whatever, you configure these. But you know, we're working with the D-pad on an arcade stick. So first off, you go to enable, and right here it's doing the configuration for it to detect what you're plugging into. So you know, up, down, left, right, and now it recognizes these directionals. Auto detects them. So that's all we're going to concern ourselves with. There's people who like to do the button inputs too, but let's not worry about that because they're taken care of natively. When you're done configuring this, go ahead and hit finish. If for whatever reason you messed up and you put like down is up and up is down or whatever, you can hit redetect and you can configure it from scratch again. No big deal. So hit finish, close, and here's the fun part. We're going to go ahead and set this up for keyboard inputs. So the standard for first player is WASD. So you click on that one, go to your keyboard. I'll show the keyboard here. We'll do W, and then down S, A, D. And so now you have your directionals mapped to WASD. And at this, can we bust out your controller now?
Yeah.
We're going to configure this for 2 controllers.
The one is the, what's it called? The arrows. There you go.
Yeah, since this is player 2, we'll set this up for the arrows instead. Okay, so as soon as we plugged it in, you'll see this other one, this gray one popped up. We have this one configured, now we need to do this. Alright. And it does it on the fly, no big deal. Go ahead and hit new. Again, D-pad, enable, and hit up, down, left, right.
Which one?
Up, down, left, right.
Right.
And go, like, test it again, up, down, left, right. See? Lights up, everything works. Go to finish, close. And now we have, go ahead and spin it around again. You can see it lights up, they just need to be defined. So click on it, up. Click on it again, down, left, right. Alright, so now Xpadder has been configured. It is good to go. Now everything you're doing on that stick is going to be where it needs to be. You can minimize this. It'll go into your system tray. Right there, that nice little smiley face controller. And go ahead and run Fighting is Magic again. So now we just need to make sure that player 1 is WASD, which it is. This is also, let me go back here. In the options menu, keyboard is still functional. So WASD is there, and up, down, left, right is there. And as far as our joystick inputs, you go ahead and configure this. Now what I've done is E and F. Oh, I guess I'll explain what these are right here. I have these reversed on the arcade stick. A, B, C, I actually have on the top right here, A, B, C. And that's like your weak, medium, fierce, weak, medium, fierce. And the magic button is this thumbstick one. This is the kind of layout that I use for
Marvel, like, it's almost like Marvel 3, right?
Yeah, Marvel or KOF. That's the standard layout. These four right here.
LMHS.
Yeah.
Or ABCD or special.
So you might wonder what E and F are. I forget which one's which, but basically one of them is for refilling your magic and the other was for refilling your meter. So I map both of those to 7, which are as a start, or the select button on the arcade stick. So that's right here. And that way you're not messing with anything during the game. Like I said, this is in reverse, so this bottom row is going to be the top row, and this is going to be your magic button D. And that's it. These are both configured. They're ready to roll. You just hit OK. And let's go ahead and see how it likes it.
You just gotta push.
And it doesn't. Now what we might also have is conflicts with our keyboard at the moment. So I did WASD, left and left, right. Well, the directionals are working. Oh, you know what? There's a setting in here for enable joystick. Game, joystick, right there. Yeah. I'll do this again. In the options menu, if you go to joystick, or I'm sorry, in game, you go down to the bottom, enable joystick. Okay. So now we can select our character. I don't know why this got blurry all of a sudden. And we got all our buttons working. So that's how you configure a joystick. It takes a little bit of time, but that's the deal. I'm going to show you one more advanced option for Xpadder. Now basically, what really happens with a computer is it's not like as soon as you hit a button, the computer registers it. From what I understand, what the computer is doing is it's constantly polling the keyboard. So it'll be like saying, like, did you send anything yet? Did you send anything yet? And it does so every few milliseconds. Now there's a setting inside here for these joysticks, or for Xpadder, which adjusts how often it'll poll the keyboard. So what we're going to do is set this all the way down to 0.1 or 0.01 seconds. That's like I guess a millisecond there. I don't know what that is.
Sarah.
But anyways, set it as that, and if you don't, you will have execution issues, because when you make that stick fly from like quarter circle forward or something like that, that does create issues and it won't even register it. So We did that for controller 2. Let's do a controller 1. Sorry about the blurriness, guys. So there it is again. It's set for 10. 1, and that's it. Close it up. It's set. It's going to be polling your inputs, you know, faster than you're actually going to register everything. That's about it. As far as Xpadder, I have noticed issues where I try to save what's going on and it doesn't want to like save my configuration. It'll save both controllers as, you know, both WASD or both up, down, left, right. So you'll need to go back and like, you know, okay, let's go ahead and redo these. And then I had an issue the other time where I used somebody else's arcade stick instead of the ones I already plugged in, and it really didn't like that. So if you have 2 arcade sticks that you're using, try to use them again because it's going to cause issues and you're going to have to do everything from scratch. But that's it. You know, good luck and enjoy Fighting is Magic. It's a great game, and you know, have fun out there.